Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we are live swatching the Lyn B Designs Tonally Awesome Part 5 and Out of This World Toppers Part 3. So if you enjoy live swatches, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Sales info and pricing will be down below for you. And we're going to jump right into the swatches with this gorgeous yellow. It's called Keen as Mustard, and it's described as a mustard yellow cream that water marbles. So I am showing you guys just the swatches because I actually cannot water marble to save my life. I have watched numerous tutorials and I have always failed at my attempts. So rather than waste time with that, I wanted to just show you the polishes. And what I loved best about the Tonally Awesome collection is the jelly-like finish of these polishes. They are going to be $11. They are going to be $9 each or $54 for the collection and half off with the code TONAL through February 15th. Next up is Pass the Rosé, and this one is described as a warm-toned pinky coral that water marbles. So I want to make sure that you all are paying attention to the color in the live swatch. That is the one that is closest to the actual representation of what this color polish is. My camera did its best to pull out all of the warmest tones in the still photos, and I had a hard time trying to adjust for it. So next up is one in a vermilion, and it's described as a bright orangey red cream that water marbles. And I would say that that is exactly accurate because it was more orange than it was red. So I was looking at vermilion and I was thinking it was going to be more red, but it's actually more orange. So paying attention to the live swatch is going to be extremely helpful this time around because, as we know, lighting determines some of what you see in swatches and it can vary. So I was very pleased with the formulas on these. Let me just say that again because I really like jelly formulas that go on super mega glossy. Like there is no top coat in this side by side. That is just how these polishes dried. And yes, I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan. And I decided to throw in one of the out of this world toppers so that y'all could just see how it looks over the polishes from the tonal collection since they're going to be being released together. This one is called Over the Moon, and Over the Moon is described as an earthly purple to black shifting topper with added hollow sparkle. So I enjoyed this one. I saw most of the blue flash. That's what really pulled my attention. It's what I saw the most of over my somewhat naked nail. I'm just wearing KB Shimmer's Fill-In Groovy because I feel like it's a great base coat. And I just applied 2 coats of Over the Moon over it and then 1 coat over all of the other polishes so that you could see how it looks. And I like it. And I'm gonna do it again for the rest of the Tonally collection. So next up is Blue Blood. And this one is described as a royal blue cream that water marbles. Again, I apologize. I cannot water marble to save my life, but I did enjoy the vibrancy of this polish. So I'm already pretty excited about keen as mustard, and I also liked Past the Rosé, but Blue Blood took my breath away. It is my standout and my favorite of this collection from Lyn B, and I feel like we're gonna have a glorious future together because I've seen some of the March releases and I can't wait to share them with you. But Blue Blood, yes, say yes to that blue. And if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and leave me a like. Let me know what Lyn B polishes you already have, or if this is your first time hanging out and hearing about this polish brand. So next up is I Kale About You. So I had to read it slowly because my brain wants to autocorrect and say, I care about you, but it's I kale about you. And it's described as a dusty forest green cream that water marbles. So in the bottle, I thought it was going to be more of a teal, but it is definitely more green. So if you're a green fan, you're going to absolutely love the richness of this shade. And I, again, cannot get over the shine. The shine. I did not know that I was so addicted to glossy finishes, especially when it dries. And last is Auberginius. This one is described as a deep, warm aubergine purple that water marbles. And it is absolutely gorgeous. I really enjoyed the fact that these are so vibrant. Like they just remind me of jellies if you do one coat. And even if you do one coat, you still see your visible nail line. However, it still builds up in that second coat and looks really nicely, but I feel like you could layer it with glitters. You could layer it with your out of this world toppers, obviously. Based on time constraints, I did not get a chance to do all of those things, but I did think that they would work out really well. I did end up doing 3 coats of Auberginius, one more off the camera, but here is the side by side, and you can't tell me that that isn't really awesome together. And then, of course, we throw the Over the Moon over the top, and I infinitely prefer it over these shades as to the warmer colors. So I think it was absolutely made for these. But we have another couple toppers to go through, and one of them is sorry. One of them is this beauty. I just like the flakies. It's called Having a Blast, and it's described as a purple to pink to orange shifting flaky topper with scattered hollow shimmer. So, of course, my camera's like, I don't know if I'm picking this up. And I'm like, you know what? That's fine. I will flip it around, flip my hand around later so that you can see more of it. But it's very delicate, very subtle, and it can go really well over your nude nail for like my nails but better kind of mani. And then I'm doing a second coat because I really enjoyed the flakies and I felt like they deserved a lot more spotlight time. So here's a much closer view of Having a Blast, and I can definitely see why that would be the name of this topper. But we're going to round this out with a one last topper from the Out of the World Toppers Part 3, which is going to be $33 for the trio or $11 each. And this one is called Spacing Out. I had so much fun with this one. It's a chunky silver hollow magnetic topper, and of course, I decided to put it over every single one of these Tonally Part 5 polishes just to see what would happen. And I just love a I love a fuzzy line. I know everyone else likes theirs extremely crisp and very defined, but I love when it starts to just barely disperse as it dries. So, of course, with magnetics, I'll go over it again. I like to magnetize that first coat, magnetize that second coat, and then top coated and magnetize again. And I am holding these over my nail like 30 to 60 seconds, depending on how it's looking. Because I am super impatient and I look around to see if it's magnetizing properly. So this was just 2 coats of spacing out, and I am sure that I'm going to insert the photo of what it looks like over all of them. And then we are back on our side by sides with our topper having a blast on the pinky, spacing out on my thumb, and then over the moon over our last 3 of the Tonally collection. So I'm gonna start wrapping up this video right now. If you're a part of my nail fam, thank you so much for joining me. I am so happy to see your comments, your observations, hanging out with you and talking about nail polish. So sending out virtual hugs to you all. If you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing and coming to hang out with us more. We'll be doing swatches for as long as I'm in love with nail polish, which should be forever. So, again, take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in my next video.